Join us on a journey through the life and work of the literary giant Victor Hugo. Victor Hugo is a titan of world literature. Born in France in 1802, this novelist, poet, and playwright left an indelible mark on the world. His influence transcended borders and conquered the hearts of readers worldwide. His works are universal, evoking emotions and conveying messages that transcend culture and language. His life was as dramatic as his works. Political activism and the painful experience of exile did not break his artistic spirit. Despite numerous adversities, he left an extensive legacy that has captivated and inspired readers for centuries. The seed of genius. Let's explore Hugo's early works. Hugo's literary talent was evident from his early youth. His first plays, such as Cromwell and Hernani, were a bold break from the theatrical conventions of the time. These works reflect the spirit of Romanticism and highlight human emotions, individualism, and the power of nature. Novels such as Han of Iceland and Bug-Jargal showed his potential as a future novelist. These stories explore social injustice and the complexity of human nature and anticipate the central themes of his masterpiece, Les Misérables. A turbulent time. Let's delve into the historical context of Les Misérables. Les Misérables takes place during a crucial and turbulent period in French history. The French Revolution, with its ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity, shook the foundations of French society. The rise and fall of Napoleon Bonaparte left a profound mark, and France found itself in search of a new identity and a new future. Hugo skillfully wove this historical backdrop into Les Misérables. The poverty, inequality, and social unrest of the time are not just a backdrop, but powerful forces that shape the destiny of the characters. Hugo, the author of this timeless masterpiece, felt a deep compassion for the social problems of his time. He witnessed the suffering of the common people, the gap between rich and poor, and the yearning for justice. His keen observation comes to life through characters like Jean Valjean, whose longing for redemption is palpable. Valjean's transformation from a hardened criminal to a compassionate benefactor reflects the dynamic changes in French society. The barricades, a symbol of resistance and hope, are not just scenery, but a powerful image of the people's struggle for a better future. Characters like Cosette and Fantine embody individual suffering in the maelstrom of social upheaval, and their destinies are inextricably linked to the course of history. Paris, with its iconic landmarks and bustling streets, becomes a vibrant stage for this epic drama. Les Misérables transcends the boundaries of a conventional novel and offers a profound reflection on human nature and universal themes such as justice and dignity. Hugo's masterpiece, rich in historical context, continues to move us deeply today and encourages us to reflect on the struggles and triumphs of humanity. The faces of France. Let's meet the characters of Les Misérables. Hugo's masterpiece, Les Misérables, is a rich tapestry of human destinies, intertwined lives of characters who are both unique and universal. Each character in Les Misérables is unforgettable, and together they paint a vivid picture of suffering and hope in 19th century French society. Each character represents a particular segment of French society at the time. The protagonist, Jean Valjean, is a symbol of the human capacity for change and redemption. His transformation from a hardened criminal to a compassionate benefactor speaks to the strength of the human will to seek redemption. His story begins in despair. After spending 19 years in prison for stealing bread for his starving family, his life becomes a series of hardships. Upon his release, determined to start a new life, he meets a kind bishop, whose generosity touches him deeply and inspires him to leave his past behind and live an honest life. Fantine, an unfortunate woman who sacrifices everything for her daughter Cosette, represents the harsh reality faced by women of the time. Her daughter, Cosette, is a symbol of innocence and hope for a better future. Cosette, who grows up under the protection of Jean Valjean, represents the possibility of redemption and a new beginning. The relentless police inspector Javert relentlessly pursues Jean Valjean and represents the severity of the law and an unyielding sense of duty. His obsession with Valjean illustrates the conflict between justice and compassion. Javert is the quintessential danger of clinging rigidly to principles and shows how the inflexible application of the law can become a form of oppression. Through these characters, Hugo shows how the line between good and evil in turbulent times can be blurred, and how humanity and the pursuit of justice can persist in the midst of suffering. The characters of Les Misérables are not mere fictional beings, but represent the universal human yearning for freedom, love, and redemption. Les Misérables begins with the release of Jean Valjean after 19 years in prison. After a long and brutal confinement, the world greets him with coldness and hostility. People avoid him, looking at him with suspicion and contempt. Society turns its back on him, but an encounter with a noble bishop marks a turning point in Valjean's life. The bishop shows him unexpected kindness and mercy, which deeply moves Valjean and leads him to decide to leave his past behind and live an honorable life. This fateful moment marks the beginning of Valjean's quest for redemption and a new identity. A journey fraught with difficulties and dangers awaits Valjean. He's relentlessly pursued by the relentless Inspector Javert, keeping his life in constant turmoil. Along the way, he encounters a series of characters, faces moral dilemmas, and struggles against his own past. He takes young Cosette, an orphaned girl, under his care, giving her love and the chance of a better life. Amidst the turmoil of his time, he risks everything to protect his loved ones. The echo of justice and redemption. What is the main message of Les Misérables? Les Misérables is a profound reflection on social justice, redemption, and the power of love. Hugo bluntly describes the suffering of the oppressed and marginalized and challenges readers to confront issues of justice and compassion. Through the character of Valjean, we discover that it is possible to overcome the past and find forgiveness and redemption. Love, in its various forms, is presented as a force that heals wounds and inspires altruism. From book to stage and screen, the timeless Les Misérables has been brought to life in numerous adaptations. Les Misérables has transcended the boundaries of literature and has moved audiences around the world through various art forms. The epic scope, unforgettable characters, and universal themes have made Les Misérables an ideal work for numerous interpretations. The musical Les Misérables has achieved worldwide success and has captured the hearts of audiences with its beautiful music and moving story. Numerous films and television series have also breathed new life into Hugo's masterpiece, each in its own way conveying its message to new generations. A ray of light in the darkness, Les Misérables is a story about the triumph of the human spirit. In the heart of 19th century France, gripped by revolution and despair, a story of hope and resilience is born. Despite the dark and tragic backdrop, Les Misérables celebrates the tenacity of the human spirit. Les Misérables ultimately sends us a message of hope. Through the suffering of characters like Jean Valjean, Fantine, and Cosette, we witness the transformative power of love, compassion, and forgiveness. Love and sacrifice become forces that help them overcome adversity and injustice. Valjean's transformation from a hardened criminal to a protector of a child is a moving story of personal growth and moral rebirth. Although some characters suffer tragic fates, their sacrifice becomes the foundation for a better future. The death of Fantine or Enjolras, though sad, drives change and offers hope for a brighter tomorrow. Their sacrifice plants a seed of hope in the hearts of others. The peaceful death of Valjean, surrounded by his loved ones, demonstrates the profound impact a single life can have on others. Surrounded by love, he closes his eyes and his soul, marked by kindness, finds peace. The poignant encounters and reconciliations of Les Misérables highlight the importance of human connection and the healing power of love. Though filled with sadness and pain, the story of Les Misérables points to the possibility of change and the enduring power of love and sacrifice. Les Misérables is not just a story of suffering and loss, but also a powerful message about human resilience, love, and the indomitable strength of the human spirit. Les Misérables is not just a story of suffering and loss, but also a powerful message about human resilience, love, and the indomitable strength of the human spirit. The timeless Les Misérables has left an indelible mark on literature and society. Even today, Les Misérables remains a beloved and widely read work, and its messages of social justice, redemption, and love remain relevant. Hugo's masterpiece encourages us to reflect on social justice, redemption, and the transformative power of love. The characters of Les Misérables become a reflection of our own social problems and challenges, as long as poverty, inequality, and the struggle between good and evil within humanity exist. Les Misérables will remind us of the importance of creating a more just and compassionate society.